Hey everybody, this is Tom from Vacationeers podcast, and this is vlog number 2, and I have a very special guest with me, Kris from Adventures by D. Hello, Kris. Thank you for joining me on this is a prototype version again episode.
Absolutely. And Dave and I had to slug it out. He was like, you can go. And I was like, all right, I'm sure he'll be on. He was dying to do it. So.
Oh, yeah. I want to have all you guys on. Yeah, I like that idea, just having one person on the vlog, because that will hopefully like shorten it. I like to have these like very short segments. So
hint.
In lieu of doing a long form podcast type thing.
You don't want a 2-hour one?
But this episode, or it's not really episode, this vlog, we are discussing my soon-to-be trip to Disney World. We're going down in a few short days. The January 4th through the 7th, we're hitting the Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. And we have Kris here because she was already at the parks during the COVID over the summer, right? Yeah, you guys went down in July?
We did end of August.
End of August. Oh, I was way off.
Yeah.
End of August. So you'll have some insights, maybe some tips, some insider tips on what they're doing. So I guess the first thing I'll say, and I meant to do this before we started, I didn't do it, of course. Follow us on social media, because when we're down at the parks, I will definitely be on our Twitter, which is Vacationeers Podcast, our Facebook, which is Vacationeers Theme Parks and More Podcast. I'm not sure what our Facebook is. I should have looked all this up, and I meant to. I honestly meant to do it before doing this, but I got tied up with this stupid OBS trying to get this to work. Very frustrating. Instagram, Vacationeers Podcast. Snapchat, I think that's Vacationeers Podcast. I think that's it, right? That's all my social media.
I followed you on all the things. So.
Love it. I have to do something else now, so you can follow that too. What else is left? I don't even know. Oh, TikTok. No. Is TikTok the one, the popular one now?
It is.
TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll have to do TikTok.
You have to do a couple dances.
Yeah, that's all they do in that, I guess. They just dance around or make little funny jokes or something. Anyway. But yeah, so we're going to be down at Disney. I'll definitely be tweeting, because what I like to do for when we go to the parks is tweet, like every ride I do. I'll just like send out a tweet saying, hey, we did this ride or that ride. And it's a good way just to see in the past. Like I could just check for like one day 3 years ago, like when we were at a park, I can see everything we did. So that's kind of cool. And if you like to follow and you like to see that stuff, you can follow along almost as if you're actually there. That would be so great.
I remember when you guys went to California, and I was following along on Twitter, and you tweeted a lot, and you put pictures up of you and your family some, and you will do some on Facebook. So I have followed and liked that stuff for a while. So I will be watching, living vicariously through you guys.
Yeah, the Twitter I try to do like just throughout the day multiple times, and Facebook I'll do like just one post where I just put a bunch of pictures on or something. But yeah. And then now I have Instagram now, so I'll have to figure out how to incorporate that into the whole gambit too. But yeah, it will be fun. I look forward to it. On Monday, we're going to Magic Kingdom. And luckily, the park hours, when we first were going to go down, 2 weeks before December, then we got COVID, terrible times. And we had to reschedule. When we rescheduled, the hours were going to be really short. Like Magic Kingdom was like 8 to 6. And I think Epcot was like 12 to 6. I mean, like the hours were just like really compact. And now looking at them, Magic Kingdom is 8 to 8.
Wow.
Disney Hollywood Studios is 9 to 7. Epcot is 11 to 9. And Animal Kingdom is 8 to 6. So I have never been in the Animal Kingdom at night. Never rode Everest in the dark. I don't know what time sunset is. I think we're going to be able to do it. I think if the last thing we do is Everest, we can get a night ride on it. Have you guys done a night ride on Everest?
A few years ago, we went and got to Animal Kingdom. It was open a little later, and my goal was to see, they had the night show, but we didn't end up doing that. We were walking in Pandora at night to see everything glowing.
Oh, yeah.
Which was pretty cool, because I kind of wanted to see what that looked like, the bioluminescence.
Yes, yeah.
And I don't remember if we rode Everest in the dark or not. I do hear it's different, so
yeah,
I'm sure it's faster.
Oh man, that'd be so sweet. And I assume as we leave, we can just walk by Pandora and see the lights, and stuff. I assume they keep that all open, or everything on past closing time. So I don't know, but that's why you are here now. Because I haven't been to Disney World proper since 2015. That was our last vacation. We've been to the Magic Kingdom multiple times since just doing the parties, but none of the other 3 parks we've stepped into since 2015. So I have a lot of new stuff in those parks. I mean, I haven't ridden the Frozen ride. Avatar is brand new to me. What other? Obviously, Hollywood Studios. Almost that entire park is new to me.
Yeah.
The layout is different, at least, if nothing else. So, oh man, it's so exciting. It's going to be good to get in those parks once again. But because I haven't been there, you are here to give me some advice. So, as far as the Magic Kingdom, like I said, I've been there. We've been there since, and there isn't anything new in the Magic Kingdom going this time. And having 12 hours, I guess it's going to really depend on the crowd level. I mean, the projections are pretty low because it's going to be the week after New Year's. So I'm hoping that holds true, and we'll be able to ride everything as we can, because there's no fast passes.
My one tip for you is just figure out where you want to go and just make a beeline for it. So when we did Magic Kingdom, Dave and I separated from the kids, and they made a beeline for, I think they went Space Mountain.
Okay.
And they got on pretty quickly. They didn't have to wait much. Dave and I took some pictures and were wandering, and we went back to Splash Mountain. And at that point, remember, it's August. It was very hot. The wait was already an hour and a half at that point, and Thunder Mountain was that too. So hopefully if you get there at opening and it's cooler, you'll have your choice. We recently watched a vlogger. They were doing like a 2-hour challenge, and they went to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train first. Got there before opening. They actually opened early. It sounded like they opened an hour early, a lot of the rides. So they were in that line before the park had opened, and then were some of the first on the ride. So that might be a good one to hit, because the line normally builds. When
most people
it was just 20-25 minutes when we did it for the wait. That wasn't bad.
Well, that's not bad. Yeah, because that's the popular, that's the newest attraction. So that people like that one. Yeah, that one I'm okay with. But honestly, if I had that or Space Mountain, if I could only do one, I'd probably do Space Mountain. But I like it. It's still a good ride, and we'll do it again for sure, because we have 2 people who haven't ridden it.
We have watched in Splash, and I think they've shut off the extra thing that would shoot and spray you once you're waiting and you go back around, so maybe you wouldn't get as wet, but we have seen people get wet in some of the vlogs. So just a warning. Well, January, it can be cold. I know you're Virginia, but for me in Georgia, to me, Florida cold is a different cold. It's humid and it gets in your bones.
100%. I agree with you. We were there for a Christmas event, and I swear it was low 50s, and you would think it was 30 degrees. We were in that park just shivering, and it's not even that cold really, but it feels so cold. I think it's going to be mid to low 60s while we're there. So
that's nice.
Yeah, it'll be beautiful weather. Beautiful. Yeah. So I look forward to that. So I guess the Magic Kingdom's not too much to say about that one, but day 2 on Tuesday, we're going to Hollywood Studios. We're going to be up at 6:45, getting ready for that 7 a.m. Try to get on one of the boarding groups. Luckily, my wife's friend just was down at the park, and she did not get the 7 a.m. Boarding group, but she was at the park at 2, and she did get it at 2, which is amazing, because I feel like the 2 o'clock, if you miss the 7, the 2 o'clock's really even lower chances, because they might even have anything by then, because, if it breaks down during the morning, they have less. And now it's 1 o'clock, right? Because of the,
I think so. I think they changed it to 1.
Yeah. Because they want people to park hop at 2 or whatever. But, I'm hoping.
Fingers and toes crossed for you guys. When I thought you guys had went before, I know I had emailed you. Did you get on? Did you get on? 'Cause we were dying to hear your thoughts. I mean,
I'll be posting as soon as I get that boarding group.
At least now, I don't know if you've seen on social media, Disney is boarding. It looks like at full capacity of all the rides. I don't know if you've seen those pictures.
I did see that. Yeah.
So that probably means more people get on rides. I know they put some divider, so I hope you're in the front row and not the back. I mean, we haven't ridden it at all, so it probably doesn't matter.
I'll take any at this point. But I agree. But you really can't even, because that's later on in the ride, so you can't even really try to figure out how to get the front, because it's quirky that way, I guess. But
with all of you guys, maybe you'll fill up a full car. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might be beyond the.
And of course,
Is it 4 of you or 5?
Yes, just 4. Yeah, 4.
So I don't know how many sit in a row in the cart, unfortunately. I don't know if it's 4.
It's probably 4, right? Yeah,
if it's less, then you guys might luck out and get a full thing to yourself.
That would be great. And because I'm recording, I have to be up front. See, that's how that works.
That is how it works. And see, I'm at a disadvantage. I should probably get Dave in here. He should have talked to. I have purposely not watched videos on Rise of the Resistance because I've never wanted it spoiled. So that's one that I can't. I've seen some of the pictures, you know, like the stormtroopers in the room and all that. But anytime it comes on, I am running out of the room, and it is all over the place.
Mickey and Minnie, that one. Even Frozen to an extent. I haven't really ever watched any POVs because I never want to really have it ruined. But the Frozen, I didn't really care about as much. But yeah, the other two, very excited to get on both of those. Hopefully, knock on wood. At least Mickey and Minnie, I'll do that. And from what I understand, that's where you want to get in that park early. And if you're one of the first people, you want to definitely beeline to that one, hit that, then go like do Goofy and do the newer rides. So
yeah, it's a question of, do you do Mickey and Minnie, and then do you go to Toy Story Land?
Yeah.
Awesome rides in there. Or do you go towards Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror and knock those out? You know, it's kind of like, which one are you going to go for? And your group's probably like mine. They want to do all of them.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like a gamble of where
go ahead.
The best thing for us, and I'm assuming it's probably still the same, is Toy Story Mania, which you access now through Toy Story Land. They kind of have this entrance. The waits were so low, we rode it multiple times throughout the day, and I'm hoping that's the case for you because it's such a fun ride, and it's one, if you got to ride it previously once in a trip, you were lucky, and so that one, the Slinky Dog is going to have a long line, so you just kind of know that. When we went to Hollywood Studios, Dean and Madison went straight for Toy Story, and they rode Slinky Dog, and then they did Slinky Dog and then Toy Story Mania.
Yeah.
So, and they knocked those out. I think they might have had a 10-minute wait on it. So we waited till later in the day to do Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah.
It's such a great ride, Mickey and Minnie. If I'd known it, I probably would have gone there first. It's really surprising. I think you'll really like it. I can't wait to hear what you think of it.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah, I think Goofy would probably have or Slinky Dog, not Goofy. Why do I keep saying Goofy? Slinky Dog will probably have the lowest capacity. So I think, that would probably be a good one to hit earlier. And that, but we're definitely going to do everything. That's going to be so good. And
I like the alien swirling saucers. Super cute.
Yeah.
It normally has a low weight, so you could probably wait to ride it. In Cars Land, the Mater's ride, it is Mater's ride, except Mater's is cuter. I'll admit, like, it's because the music and he's singing to you. And,
I like this.
It's the same. It's the same ride. It's the same. So you've done it, but I think Mater's is almost better than the toys. The aliens wearing the saucer. You could do the abbreviation for it too if you want. But it's cute. I like it. It's cute.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you because I noticed the one video you have a POV of the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin, your high score. You maxed it out. Do you guys have a Toy Story Midway Mania score coming? No,
I think the max, Dean might have gotten 300,000 on that ride, but I probably got 100-something thousand on that ride. We've watched some videos on it. It is just tough. I mean, basically my arm gets really tired of trying to do, you keep changing when I rode it, I think we rode it 3 times. So the second or third time, there's a warm up. I'm like, I'm not even wasting my energy on the warm up just to see how far I can get on it. But there are some secrets with it about hitting certain things. I try to go for the higher dollar ones towards the bottom, but I don't think it matters. Dean just always kicks her butt on that thing.
Yeah.
So
we're going to post some scores. It's weird. It's 3D, so it's not going to look all that great, but I'll make sure I put a video up. Yeah, I too watched some videos, and I kind of know. Well, I did know how to trigger like the volcano and stuff like that. That will bring out the bigger balloons or whatever. So I'll have to rewatch all that, and I'll have to rewatch the Buzz Lightyear too, because I know. So my question though, for the Buzz Lightyear, is it possible to max that score out if you're sitting on the right-hand side? I don't think it is. I don't think that first. Well, you get to shoot down on that one guy. If you're on the right, I don't think you have the angle. I don't think you can do it.
I don't know if you can. And me doing it was just a fluke. Dave was like, I'll video you. You do it. And I've never, ever gotten the max score. And the kids separate from us, they both maxed their score when they went. And then I'm like, I'm going to go again. They all rode Space Mountain. I'm like, I'm going again on my own. And I got like 300,000 points next time. Like, what? And I did. When you go in, you got to go to the left room. So you turn left first. I think that's kind of the stuff you hit first. That was what we did versus right. But there's stuff with like the robot. You got to hit the bottom of it, and there's something up high. I don't know. Like but I truly was so shocked when I got that. That's why we put up. He just happened video. I was like, oh my God, that'll never happen again. You know.
Hey, at least you did it when you recorded that when you did it. So that was sweet.
Yeah, that's funny. And you've probably ridden it in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
The difference between those rides in Disneyland, you can pick the gun up and it can remove from the holder. Disney World, it is stuck in the holder, so it's harder to
angle it
Yeah, you got to get that. You know, you're moving the car and the gun and
that's why I don't think if you're on that first one that you're supposed to get like on the foot, I don't think you can do it because I tried it before and I had a heck of a time trying to angle it so I could get it, but.
And we noticed some of the guns aren't aiming 100%. I don't know when the last time it was refurbed. It probably needs one.
Yeah.
So don't be discouraged. You might have to go through more than once to get a gun that's working right. Because there was one time I rode it and I was like, it's just not shooting, you know.
Yeah.
So,
well,
because it all matters, you know, Tom. It's like,
yes,
it's so fun. I love that ride.
Yeah. Good. That's a good one. Yeah, Toy Story is obviously better, right? I mean,
yeah.
That's my favorite. Love that one. My wife and I will just ride that one over and over and over and over. And when we were in Disneyland, the kids went back to the hotel to rest, and we rode that, and we saw the Frozen show. I think it was the Frozen show, and then we rode it again. So yeah, we rode Toy Story a couple of times while we were there, waiting for them to come back. But yeah, man, what a good time. All right, so yeah, Hollywood Studios. Yeah, that's gonna be our day 2. It's gonna be busy.
I mean, you have a whole new land with Toy Story Land, and then you have Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Batuu. You have a full.
Yeah.
I almost want to tell you to go there first, just to walk in there and try to get on the Millennium Falcon. I mean, you're going to be amazed. Just in awe.
We did it in California. They had the Millennium Falcon and stuff. So we got to taste.
So you're spoiled.
Yeah, we did get that. So.
I think the difference between it is in Disneyland, there's 3 entrances and exits, I think. And in Disney World, there's just 2, one through Toy Story Land and then one kind of around.
Does it transition like Disneyland where you're kind of walking for a little bit and then it turns into Star Wars?
Through the Toy Story Land, no. You kind of just go right in. The audio, it's really cool though, because I guess they let you walk in a little bit, but the audio, like your senses change because they have the audio change in it. But there's the other entrance, and that has like a tunnel kind of you walk through, and it truly is probably similar to Disneyland's for that.
Yeah, I look forward to it. It's gonna be fun, that's for sure. And then we have Epcot. I assume. Well, I mean, Frozen is still popular, I guess.
I've seen those lines, man. It's a killer line for Frozen because of social distancing, man. They have it go like back to another country for that. So that might be one you want to hit first, but everyone's going to go there first.
So they have, what was it? Future World. Is that open with World Showcase at the same time now? Like when it opens at 11, because I know back in the day they used to have the Future World would open, or is that what it is? Yeah, Future World. It would open earlier.
And then the countries would open later.
Yeah. Is that the case now? Do you know?
I don't know. We went I'm not going to be a help because we went at like 4 o'clock. We did from 4 to 8. Okay. And actually we were able to get on everything. Our biggest issue was Test Track was down a lot. So we kept going back, but we didn't have any problem. I mean, Soarin', maybe we waited 20, 25 minutes, which, in normal times you would wait a heck of a lot longer than that.
Yeah. I haven't ridden that new one either.
It's great. And
it was over the California.
You got to do Figment, Journey into Imagination, Tom. That should be right up there. That's where you should hit first.
I know. We will do it.
You will be disappointed though. I'm gonna let Dave and Dean hadn't done it forever. Matt and I had done it. It's not. You'll see. Well, the idea of it's very cute, but it's missing something.
It was years before we did Ellen's Energy Adventure, and we finally did that. And I was like, no, this is all right. And everyone's like, oh,
I liked it.
I did too. I mean, it was like 45 minutes of rests and you just chill and then the big dinosaurs. That's fine with me.
To me, the worst part of it was you had to sit there and wait, like in the entryway, like before you could go in for the ride. And you would sometimes you sit on the floor on the carpet, just like waiting forever to be able to get on the ride. But I actually really liked it. I mean, probably what's coming with Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be awesome in that same building, but
slightly better.
Yeah. Yeah, and we did we hadn't done it in a while. There's the Nemo Ride that's also in Epcot.
Oh, yeah.
Which is cute because they do projections in their aquarium from the ride. And normally the line's so long, but we were able to do that, no problem. Yeah, you kind of have up front, like on both sides, you have your choice of test track.
Yeah.
We don't do Mission Space.
Nope.
You guys might.
No.
Dave has done the green a few years ago. Madison's dying to do it, but I'm like, there's no way I'm getting on it, and I don't know if Dave will ride it with her, and she'll probably be fine. But
the other three will do it for sure. But I will be sitting up. I did that one time, and I was like, oh man, that was not good. When you walk in, like it's so confined. So I'm claustrophobic to begin with. So getting in that small space is just nerve-wracking. And then they've like barf bags like sitting in front of you, like, oh, this can't be good.
Oh,
and you
man.
spin and yeah, I was glad when that thing was over, and I did not feel good the rest of the day. So yeah, I will not be doing that again. But they do.
And
have
you probably did.
The other
did you do green or orange?
I did the extreme one.
Yeah.
I never did the one that doesn't really spin that much. I've never done that one. When we first did it, I was like, well, let's do it. You know, we're gonna do it right. And yeah, no.
Oh man,
that one's bad, very bad. What about the shows in the countries? Are they all going? Because I'm hit and miss on what I've seen and what I haven't.
When we went, I don't think there was anything except maybe in the France pavilion. There might have been a show, but at that time there wasn't anything. I have seen recently with Christmas. I mean, there is stuff in the American pavilion. It's either like the mariachi thing or the voices. And I should know what they were phenomenal. Of course, it was Christmas for them. So when you're going, I think Christmas I don't know how far they're extending it, if they're cutting it off New Year's this year.
I hope so. Not to be a Scrooge, but once I hit Christmas Day, the 26th, I'm pretty much done with Christmas.
You're one of those people I see.
I'll start a day after Halloween, but boy, the 26th of December, I'm done. Let's pack it up. I'm ready to move on.
And I don't know if they have the festival of the holiday with the food and all that. I don't know when that ends either, if it's into January. I actually don't. I should look that up now while we're talking.
I think that ended. I think we're going to be there in a weird window where they don't have a festival going, because usually it's everything. There's always. Yeah. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I like to eat around the world, and yeah.
It says it ends December 31st.
Oh, well, no, that's too late. Yeah, never mind.
Taste of Epcot International Festival of the Holidays. It will have ended. So you may not have, you'll have to slum it with the 100 food offerings they have that aren't the booths. But we actually ate in Mexico.
Yeah.
And the San Angel Inn, we ate in there.
Is that the sit down? We've eaten at the counter service, but we never actually ate at the sit down.
The kids wanted to go, and it's like the only place we sat down and ate inside. And since February, we haven't. That's it. Because even when we did Homecoming at Disney Springs, we were on the patio, and that was the only other dining. Everything else we did in the townhome we had rented.
Oh yeah.
So, there, and I think they've opened more since we've been there. I mean, quite honestly, we were there 4 hours, Tom, and what we did is we stayed in the front area like we always do and rode all the rides because we're ride people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we got to get to the countries, and then we made it to Mexico, and night was over, and Dave ran to do Frozen when the park was shutting. And we did Test Track because it had finally reopened. It was shut the whole time. So it was where are you going to go? And he did Frozen and we did Test Track. So that was our 4 hours at dinner and every ride you could ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everything except Mission Space we rode.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed just walking around the countries and just kind of just a nice breezy walk, and you see, everything. The kids that I'm going to be with, they're probably not going to be down with that. So who knows what we're going to end up doing. So I guess you'll have to wait and see. I am planning on taking a camera and like videoing, like doing a daily vlog type thing. So I typically don't do that when we do family vacations. So this time I am going to do it and see how it works out. And if it's good, and well, I mean, I was going to say I'm going to do it in March when we go to Vegas, but that will be 100% on my wife if she wants to partake in it, because it's only she and I. She might be like, just turn that thing off.
And are you going to do the gondola chats? Is that you're just going to get in there and record yourself?
Yeah, I'll do that with the Skyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian said, are we going to do that Skyway? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, from what I'm seeing, like people are lining up like 3 hours early in the morning just to ride it over to Hollywood Studios. Like, are
you guys staying on Disney property?
No.
Oh no, you're staying in a Hilton.
Yeah, we're doing a Hilton property, and we're about 3-4 miles away.
Are you doing Bonnet Creek? The Hilton Bonnet Creek?
No, it's
another one.
Yeah.
You don't have to divulge for secrecy and your safety. You can keep that till you after you come back.
I know if I move one of these tabs on this computer, it's going to screw up all my settings.
Yeah. Because we've stayed at the Hilton Bonnet Creek and the Waldorf Astoria Bonnet Creek right there. They are amazing, and sometimes the Waldorf is cheaper than the Hilton. Well, I mean, they're both Hiltons.
Yeah.
Which is cheaper than staying at any of the on property, because some of the sometimes you can go and it could be $300 a night for one of the All-Stars, like you're insane. Like, what? And so you could stay off and
yeah. We I think we stayed at Bonnet Creek before. And I know we stayed at one of the All-Stars in 2011, and it was a family suite because my mother-in-law went down with us, and that price per night was insane. It was crazy. But you know what? Even though it was insane, it was a promotion. It was kids stay, play, and eat for free, I think. I mean, I think it was the 6 of us went down for a week with tickets and hotel and the free dining. It was under $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah, because we
never to be seen again ever in your lifetime.
We went down in 2010 with my parents, and we had no intention of really going in 2011. And when I got that promo deal, I priced it. I'm like, we can't afford not to go at that price. And like my wife loved Disney, so she's like, "Oh, I love my mom to go." I'm like, "Well, let's go." So we did it again, and unbelievable deal. Yeah, now you try to price something. Holy mackerel! No way.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like you, we've always stayed on property. We've never stayed off. But as you said, when you went down, there's no benefits anymore. Like there's no reason to stay on property. It's just you don't get the extra magic hours. There's nothing there.
It's so funny. Dave and I were just talking the other day, like, they used to open the Magic Kingdom earlier if you're on property or whatever, early magic hours. And I don't, at some point they'll bring that back, but
I hope,
that would be an incentive to stay on property, but they're really, I guess it's the convenience of the transportation, depending on, where you're staying. Yeah. So Magic you guys are going to have your own car. You can drive in, the
Magic Kingdom will be the only one that's a pain in the butt because,
Yep.
It's nice to just a bus right next to it, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm going down with 3 college kids, and they're all paying their own way. So we're on the cheap on this trip.
That's awesome that you're going with them. What a great dad.
I know, right? So selfless. And so, that's the Epcot. I look forward to getting back there. That'll be nice. And then Animal Kingdom, our last day, which obviously first thing we're a beeline to Avatar, and man, I can't wait to ride that. I've been waiting so long. And I'm even excited for the Navi River Adventure, even though I know I know what to expect. So there's no way I could possibly be disappointed because I know it's just basically one animatronic. So I'm okay with that.
You get in this boat and you're like, oh, and it's like you're in. Have you watched Avatar recently? Have you watched it?
Lord, no. No, not
because you guys probably should before you go, just to kind of get the feel of it and everything.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
And you're listening to the sounds and you're seeing stuff glowing and it's dark and there's flowers above your head and you're, like I'm looking. I'm like, oh, this is so pretty. And then it's pretty much one thing because you're like, okay. And then you're like, what else? And it's amazing, but you're like, well, so we enjoyed it. But at that time, I think that was the first time we did it. We've only done it once, actually, that when we got fast passes, you could only get that. You couldn't get Flight of Passage. You know, you couldn't get it, even if you 60 days and it was the last day of your vacation. You know, so you like book it Animal Kingdom for the last day, you couldn't get it. So it's so great.
Yeah, I look forward
Flight
to
of Passage.
hanging out there.
Awesome.
I'll be disappointed because the Finding Nemo show is one of my favorite on property, and that's obviously not happening. So I'm saddened by that. Hopefully it does come back. I just saw literally, I think yesterday, something on Facebook or somewhere on social media where they released new Animal Kingdom maps, like the park maps, and like those shows are missing. Like they're not on the map anymore. And
wow.
They removed the Rivers of Light because that's gone forever. So they made some changes, but hopefully those maps aren't, because hopefully those shows do come back.
Those people are so talented. I can't even imagine. Nemo's so awesome. It's like the characters and the puppets, and Lion King is amazing too. Both of those shows are amazing.
Lion King
and all the performers. Animal Kingdom's so unique with all of the performers in the park, right? Wherever you go, drums and singing and all of that. So
or, I want to say Delight. That's not right. The Vine lady. What? Not Delight. What?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yes, Divine.
Divine. Yeah, that's it.
And she hides in the. That's so awesome. Yeah, I think she's been gone a long time now. I would have loved that.
Oh yeah.
They did have Kevin walking around. So do you know Kevin from Up the Bird?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to see. So that was still going on. But you're gonna love. I think the most unique thing about Animal Kingdom is they have these cavalcades, but they're using the waterways. So you see boats go by quite frequently with characters or drummers or things like that. It was amazing. And there's a bridge near Everest you can watch them on, and where the Lion King normally is, they go through all the waterways, and so they should probably keep it forever, because so many times you see it and you kind of walk up and there goes somebody by and they, speakers talking or music's playing, and it was really awesome. That was probably the best thing there.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. So yeah, that'll be fun. So yeah, we have four short days.
The tough part is, so you'll ride Dinosaur, which is in their Dino Land, and then they have like a Triceratops spin, which is like Dumbo or Magic Carpets of Aladdin. It's the same thing. And then everything is shut in there. Like they didn't even have any games when we were there. Maybe they've opened them now. They have like midway games you can play. And of course, Primeval World's gone. But that area was to me, I'll have to get your opinion. That area, I was sitting there for a long time, and they played top 40 music. It reminded me of Six Flags a lot. Sitting there, seriously, it was like top 40 music, and the Primeval World going around, and then there's Dinosaur. But it was odd. It was so odd.
Yeah, that area. That was designed to be that way, and that's fine, but yeah, I never really enjoyed it. Outside of Dinosaur, that area, just you go in, you hit Dinosaur, and you get out. There's no other reason to hang out. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see that again. Yeah, I look forward to it, and it won't be 110 degrees when I'm walking through there, so that'll be nice.
No kidding. The safari will probably be nice. And,
I forgot about the safari.
Yeah, you'll have the safari. The safari. So we've done this thing where we counted. And Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot each have 9 rides.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Dave and I sat there and we had count. And if you actually go through and you count, like in Animal Kingdom, you can do Dinosaur, you could do the Triceratops spin, you can do the safari, you can do Pandora, the Flight of Passage, and the Navi River Journey. You could do Everest. They have the water raft thing that we did. We actually did that last time. We hadn't done it in years.
Wait, what's that? What's the water raft thing?
It's a circle raft thing. You get on and.
You mean the rapids?
Yeah, the rapids.
Yeah, that's closed for refurb.
Okay, you're not really missing much.
It's very short. It has that one.
Yes, it is.
Fire, but
you'd be cold. Wet in this one. And let me think. What else? What else?
Well, Tough to Be a Bug. That's not going, is it?
Yeah, Tough to Be a Bug. Is it not going on?
I don't know. Is it? Because indoors, I figured it wouldn't, but maybe.
I don't know. We did not do it. Because at the time we were making choices. Like, okay, I'll go indoors for Flight of Passage, but I don't know. Tough to Be a Bug. Actually, I really like it, and it's scary, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely go. If it's open, I will definitely ride that. Yes.
And I'm trying to think. What else? That might be it. Somebody's probably screaming, "There's one more!"
How could you forget about this one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's when you kind of count them.
Yeah, that's 5.
It's pretty wild.
Because
Magic Kingdom has a bunch, like 20 something, and then the others
yep.
you have 9.
Yeah, no, that's why they're open less hours. Yeah, it'll be fun. Like I said, the other ones I haven't been to in a very long time, 5 years. We're gonna be 6, I guess, 2021. So yeah, it will be a blast.
And hopefully for you guys, since they're not staying open too late, you'll get to rest a little bit, because I know you go from open to close. You're going to be there an hour before they open till they close.
Yeah, I will surely be doing that. So, yeah, I do like. Oh man, I missed the extra hours at night, in the morning. Those used to be my favorite times. So
when we did Hollywood Studios, we had driven, and so we waited at the gate. But this time you had to get there by 10 to do the boarding group. Yep. And they didn't let you, I think we were there 8 something, and we had to wait forever. And then it was like 8:15 when they finally opened the gate for you to be able to drive in and park, or 9, whatever it was. It was like they held you. You couldn't even park. So I wonder if they've changed that some.
I'll find out. It's open at 9 this time. So yeah, I look forward to it. But there you go. Do you have any other advice in general?
So I would say similar probably to when you go to Busch Gardens, bring lots of masks so that you can change. And that's probably the big thing. And hand cleaner, whether you want to use theirs or your own.
How is Disney hand sanitizer?
I think it was pretty good.
Okay.
I just remember Six Flags, and it's like very liquidy.
Oh yeah.
But and I think now they're removing a lot of the distancing in the ride, so you're going to be right next to people. So depending on your comfort level, when we went, that wasn't the case. So it was very spread out, and we did a lot in line, similar to when you went to Hershey Park. That if somebody's too close, we're gonna kind of make them aware that we don't want them standing as close to us. We'd like that 6-foot distance.
I'll just be like, hey, my wife has COVID. You may not want to hang around me.
Well, I'm glad she's better.
Yeah, and she got her vaccine today. Her COVID
wow.
Vaccine. So, yeah, they gave it to her. Today was the last day she could take it. So, she got it today. So,
that's awesome.
She's had it and vaccinated. So, she's double down not to get it.
I was curious what they were doing if you have had it, if you are getting a vaccine. So, you've just answered the question.
Yeah, they gave it to her.
Healthcare professionals.
Yeah, they said, we don't care. You're getting it. So,
yeah, she
got it. Yeah, I'm not so concerned, because I think Ian definitely had it. Jill definitely had. Well, she tested positive, so she had it. I had to have had it. I mean, I just don't see how I couldn't have had it, because I was just exposed to my wife. So I just I would have like lion blood or whatever that saying is if I never got it. It'd be insane. So I'm pretty sure we're immune at this point, because I think we've all had it. So yeah, it won't be as bad as earlier when we went to Busch Gardens and stuff. We were trying to, stay away from it. I think we've already had it. So I'm the only one who could possibly get it. And I just don't, if I didn't get it from my wife for those 3 days where we didn't know she had it, I'm not getting it from standing next to a guy, 2 feet away from me. So, but of course I say that, you better believe I'll be getting the coronavirus.
I hope not for you. I hope not. The mask compliance was really good and they policed it. So hopefully they're still policing, and, if they know, you're required to wear a mask and everyone does, that's all the better. Yep. And I'd say the other tip I have is we noticed there's less food and drink options. So if you're starting to get thirsty, don't wait. Of course, we were there in August, right? And so we brought in waters, but there's only so much you can carry. And I remember one time I was just trying to find a Powerade, and it was like impossible in Hollywood Studios. Even the little, because you have little areas with fruit and all that, and not all those were open. And hopefully there's more stuff open now. And, you like that cupcake in Hollywood Studios. So hopefully it's open and open early, because I've noticed some, certain things closing sooner. So
that
if you think you're hungry or thirsty, don't wait.
So that's what I'm seeing online. Like, you have to either mobile ordering, like don't wait till noon to order, like order at 11 or order like an hour before you actually want to eat. and that way you'll be able to get it in time. But yeah, I was trying to get Sci-Fi Cafe, and actually Touring Plans. I belong to them, and they have a they have a scraper that scrapes the Disney site to see if any reservations are going. So you can say, hey, for this date, I want Sci-Fi Cafe, and they'll text you when a reservation comes open. And I only got one text, and it was literally like 2 hours after I missed it. And by the time I went on, it was already gone.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're going to try the day of, see, we'll just walk up and see if there's going to be something open. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's probably a 50% chance we can get in there just by walking in, but it's not that popular of a place. I mean, at least, all the foodies, nobody really likes it. So I don't know. I like the ambience of it. So
we love it.
Yeah. We're huge fans. Every time we go, we like to eat there. So we'll see. I don't know. But who knows? All right. I think that's it. Where are we at? Are we going to fall inside the 40 minutes? We are a little over.
Just cut.
Well, that's what the thing about this. I don't like the vlog. I'd like to just keep it just totally raw. Just if I screw up, who cares? Just it is what it is. The vlog. I'm sure I haven't looked at the camera the entire time. I'm sure this is going to look awful. I'm still trying to get used to video,
I'm trying so hard to stare because I have you here where the camera is. Normally I want you on the big monitor, but
I'm looking at you in this
trying
screen,
to remember.
But my camera's over here. So God knows what I'm looking at this entire episode. And I know every once in a while I'll glance over, and then I catch myself glancing and I say, oh, wow, you're a real weirdo because you can see your eyes moving. It's a hot mess. But anyway, yeah, I thank you so much for coming on. That was a lot of fun. Until I return then, thank you once again for coming on. Your advice is well heeded, and I will try to put up a good score for, what is it, Toy Story Midway Mania. So that way you guys can try to beat it. And I'll try to max out the Space Ranger spin and whatever else we can do. That'll be a good time. And like I said, when we get back to 2021, we have a bunch of stuff coming up. So, and also, please check out Adventures by D. You guys have a ton of content. My Lord, the amount of stuff you guys are putting out. That's all you do now is just you sit
We've
there
been experimenting
videos.
with shorts.
Yes.
Do you know what shorts are?
Well, I know they're short.
So YouTube it's a beta where it's actually filmed Cardinal Sin up and down.
Oh, yeah.
And it's only vertical. So and you can upload it from your phone into the app, vertical only, 60 seconds or less. So it has to be something that would get people. Yes. Okay. And then you hashtag it shorts with an S, and you put it in the description also, and they're kind of grabbing it. We've had some that have had 4,000 views.
Yeah, I saw the one. What was it? It was a Disney one, wasn't it?
It's 2 Disney ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's unbelievable. So how they get caught, and some of them have been from 5:30 in the morning to about 8:30 Eastern from other countries. They've just gone crazy, and then it stops. It's very interesting. So we've just been experimenting with certain video. We have so much that's not filmed that way, and then we might have some stuff that somebody might want to see. So that's some of what you've been seeing. We won't do it a ton. We're just, just for fun right now.
I have nothing that's filmed that way. Nothing. Not a single thing.
Now so if you want to film something and do it for more than you need to do it 30 to 60 seconds. So hold that phone steady.
Yeah.
If you see something, somebody drops their ice cream on the ground, capture it. I'm envious of you, and I'm sure you're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. I only regret that my wife won't be there to share the happiness with me. Yeah. But at least I got my son and his friends, so hopefully they don't ditch me too much.
The question is, can you keep up with them? That's the question.
Oh, yeah, that is true. That is true. I've been running, so we'll see.
Or you could just leave them and say, I'm going to go around the world at Epcot, and you guys can't partake in what I'm going to. So
yeah, you're driving me back to my hotel.
That's right.
Yeah, possibly. All right, then. Again, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, I have no closing, so I don't know what to say. Go ahead. Why don't you lead us? Why don't you say something?
We always say, may the adventures be with you.
Yes, and they will be with me next week.
Yes, they will.
So stay tuned for more information. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Tom.